On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down at the
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now it's Newton. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 30.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 31, Newton. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal from the 3. They will run it with Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Sony Michel, the ball.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Michel going to try again. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in, Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
At their own 25-yard line.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm gonna pull out 146.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
Hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Give them 32 on the play.
15-yard line.
Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the 1st quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Watson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down and 1.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
They get the guard out of Georgia Tech, Shaq Mason. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On a handoff, it's White. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Scarlett brought him down. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd down at the 20-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Texans 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Newton. The pass complete, it's Bird. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with White. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brought down at the 40.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a give to White. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
The
yards.
former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL, had converted to being a receiver, and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
At the 31.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Here we go. That's it, ready? Check it out.
Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Lamar Miller, an August signee of the Patriots, missed all of last season rehabbing a knee injury suffered as a member of these Texans, you probably remember. And Miller with some good years for Houston, including 2016, where he rushed for over 1,000 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Let's do it, let's do it.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They go with White on the counter. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He was 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 7, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Complete to Duke Johnson.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
He's caught inside the 5. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Check pass. Good pass. Good dance. Go, go. Hey,
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
The game at 10. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach here says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 2nd down and 6. They fake the give. Newton going deep here for Adelman. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Adelman, the intended receiver that time. 3rd down here.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Newton. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
A gain of...
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
Watson on 3rd down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Texans. 49 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Watson again. This is Johnson. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Give me that. Mike 51. Mike 51. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, his throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Texans 17, Patriots 10. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Demir Bird returning it. Now a hit and a loose football. Touchdown, Texans.
Touchdown, Texans.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. That's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Nowhere to go that time.
James White.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Zach Cunningham on the
No
tackle.
doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side.
Complete to
16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Newton. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Newton. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall.
On down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
No game on this defense, no game. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Second to 4. Second time defense, I'm 54. He's checking. Crash. Check 37, check 37. 6 times up.
Again, it's Johnson. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way down to the 5. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D. Right there. 54. 54, Mike.
On 1st down, Watson escapes the sack. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Out of the gun, Watson going deep here for Stills. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a first down throw for Newton. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Houston, it's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
First and goal.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. To the air again, Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Brings up second.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. That's caught by Woods for a Patriots touchdown.
Complete to Robert Woods.
Robert Woods, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Patriots.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
We're on 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, it's Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Watson now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score...
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20.
It's a gain of 56 yards.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson, and he'll get this one up to about his 14. They'll credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Let's go. Shit.
And they'll run with a former All-Pro. This is David Johnson. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
54.
Throwing now, Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off